Hey guys, in today's video we're going to be reviewing the Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K. Now, you may be familiar with Anker's previous LED models, like the Nebula Capsule 2 and Nebula Mars 2 Pro, but this one is different. It's their first foray into the world of laser projectors. While Anker's previous LED models had a maximum brightness of 500 lumens, the Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K takes it to a whole new level with a rated light output of 2400 lumens. That means bigger, brighter, and sharper images for all your movie nights, presentations, and more. However, this power comes at a price. The Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K is on the higher end of the outdoor projector market. So the question is it the best laser projector you can buy right now? Or can you find an alternative projector that suits your needs better? Hey, let's find out. For more information and the most updated prices, check the link in the description box below. Without further ado, let's begin. In terms of design, the Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K is a surprising package. The unit is about the size of a small picnic basket and really feels like one with its boxy shape and handle cutting across the top. It's a projector that's made to be easily carried. On the front are a number of sensors and a considerably large lens for projection. Built-in sensors provide automatic focus and keystoning, making it easy to get the projector set up without having to dial through settings to finagle the exact positioning. The lens doesn't have optical zoom, though, so you'll have to settle for digital zoom to shrink the image down to fit a space. And that means lost pixels in picture detail. The keystone is also digital, meaning they'll cost you some of the picture quality if used, so it becomes a question of quality or convenience. Theoretically, automatic framing is on deck as well. Since this is a bright laser-based beamer, Anker has included an eye guard feature that dims the lighting if it detects someone too close to the front of the projector. The Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K is a complete package. It's housing 4 speakers, 2 full-range speakers powered by 10 watts and 2 tweeters powered by 5 watts. It also has a streaming stick that slots into a small compartment on the back of the projector. That's convenient when moving the unit around, as it's not a loose dongle sticking off the back, and it's potentially upgradable or replaceable later on down the line. Replacing may be the more palatable move, as a streaming stick isn't all that impressive. It can leave you waiting for it to respond to inputs for far too long. On the other hand, it does come with proper Netflix support, something many high-end projectors, like the Hisense L9G and every projector from XJimmy, continue to lack. In addition to the HDMI port used for the included streaming stick, there's an HDMI port on the back for the extra video source. The streaming stick can link wirelessly to audio devices over Bluetooth 5.0, or the projector can connect to other speakers with a 3.5mm aux cable. External audio is a good idea in general, though the speakers on the projector sound fairly well balanced and do a decent job in small, quiet rooms. Judging by their specs, they won't be enough to power through a noisy room with people talking or a fan going though. While the projector can have its picture keystone and zoom adjusted, it would have been handy to have adjustable feet to change the angle of projection. As it is, you can use a stack of small books to prop up either end. The Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K comes with a remote control, but it's oddly limited to just controlling the streaming stick functions. Adjustment of picture settings like focus, zoom, color modes, and such doesn't get handled by the remote. That means inconveniently using the projector's built-in buttons or the smartphone control app to navigate. In terms of picture quality, the Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K brings stunning performance for a projector so compact. While a number of other projectors like the Hisense L9G can serve as a home theater in a box, the Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K is a home theater to-go option. It peaks out at 2400 lumens, which is sufficiently bright for a semi-light controlled environment. Drawing the blinds in a living room and dimming the lights is enough to make for a pleasant viewing experience in the middle of the day, while complete darkness results in a fantastic image that lets contrast and color come through more robustly. It's passable for casual viewing even with darker content in a somewhat dim room, while sitcoms and cartoons come through quite well without managing the ambient light. Using a projector screen for reducing the size can make the picture even better. Now, there are cheaper projectors that can get this bright, but Anker is bringing a 4K picture, still through pixel shifting, that's sufficiently sharp even when blown to large proportions and even if the image pixel count is shrunk down through digital zoom and keystoning. That brightness is also coming from a laser light source with a specified longevity of up to 25,000 hours. Performance-wise, I'm happy to see that the projector projector doesn't come with an abhorrent motion interpolation running out of the box. Curiously, I haven't seen any motion interpolation options. That may be happy news for some, but it may stem from the lack of prowess in this area. Watching Captain America: Civil War, we actually noticed the projector struggling to keep the playback smooth during action sequences with a lot of character and camera movement going on. It wasn't experience running, but it was certainly falling short of its competition and would make it one to avoid if you're all about action movies. That goes double for serious gaming, where the motion and noticeable input lag would stand in the way. This wasn't the only issue we noticed in the picture. With HDR enabled, we saw some strange quirks with how it processed certain content. Namely, Amazon's Sneaky Pete would occasionally have scenes with the colors handling wrong, leading to some bizarre posterizations and color banding. The issue didn't crop up in any other content we saw, but it persisted across episodes from all 3 seasons of Sneaky Pete, from both the included streaming stick and a Chromecast with Google TV. And it would happen the same way if we rewound to watch the scene again. This suggested that the certain HDR signals are going to be misinterpreted. The issue went away with HDR disabled, but that leads to a significantly duller picture with a lot of life sucked out of it. HDR also can deepen shadows, which may make it harder to see content without reducing ambient light in the room. It's not all bad for the HDR picture, though, which most of the time can be fairly lush. The throne room fight scene in Star Wars: The Last Jedi was rich in the reds of the scenery and characters, and the assault on the Rebel base shortly after kept up the excellent picture quality. All in all, if you want a powerful projector you can carry around, or if you want easy picture settings and don't want to replace the bulb, you should definitely consider the Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K, as it is a bright little beast that's easy to tote. It may make some trade-offs in the name of portability, but ultimately has a lot of merit. It's only too bad it can't run on battery power. Nevertheless, Anker's hardware handles a lot of the fuss for you. It can keystone and focus automatically and shrink the picture down manually, making it a set-it-and-forget-it device. Additionally, the 25,000-hour lifespan of the Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser's 4K's laser light engine means you'll never need to swap it out. By the time the bulb is burned out, we'll probably all be watching 32K content with AR glasses. At last, if you're an action movie junkie, or if you want an option you can really take anywhere, or if you're not too picky about 4K, you should definitely go for a less pricier model since the projector has a weak spot, and its intense motion. Whether that's video games or action movie sequences with lots of camera movement, it won't recreate that motion quite as well as I'd like. Additionally, without battery power, the Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser 4K isn't exactly portable. It's easy to bring from place to place, but you'll still need AC power to use it. Anker and XGIMI have some alternate options for battery power projection. Finally, the brightness and resolution sure do pair well together, but if the 4K picture isn't as crucial, you can save wads of money going with the XGIMI Horizon, the 1080p variant, or even the 1080p Anker Nebula Cosmos Laser projector. For more information and updated prices, check the links in the description box below. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to check out our previous comparison between the Epson LS800 and the 4 movie theater UST projectors, or our top 5 best UST projector videos.